And welcome back, one and all, to Keeper Roguelike, where I've accidentally just spawned 2 more imps. I suppose I can live with that. Having 12 imps does mean that a lot of my work will get done just that little bit faster. Now, we have goblins all off there and training, which is very good to see. I would like to get some more torches in there, though, just to ensure that this room is maximum efficiency. Very high efficiency in this room at the moment. That's just very, very nice to see. Okay, right then. We are making loads and loads and loads of items all the time, which is fantastic. We have lots of iron, which is equally fantastic. Our money, still fairly high, but we're going to be paying 29 on the next turn. Now, thing is, I fancy we may actually have so many goblins. Oh no, there's an orc. Fantastic. I was a little bit worried that we had too many minions, too many goblins, that we weren't going to be getting any of the better minions for a little while. But no, it looks okay. And it looks like this was explored by a bat at some point. I approve of that. How are we doing up there? We're not doing too badly. Okay, we've still got some stone to come in. We do need more to be able to finish this off, but there's plenty of other things that we can do in the meantime. Now, there's a little place down there, and I wouldn't mind sending someone down there to kill some people. Wow, that actually did end up costing a fair chunk. Now, it seems that the payout amount goes up over time. The more work someone does, the more you owe them when it comes time for payday, or something along those lines. Right, we're producing arrows and bows. Good times. I would like you... can I click on you? There we go. Equipment. Right, I would like you to have the short bow. Also got a pair of leather gloves, +1 defense. Alright, not too bad. Is there a better weapon around? Yeah, it's not too bad. This one actually is better, +5 accuracy. Always the best stuff is going to be going to my keeper. It's just the way it's going to be. All leather helms are the same. They can have different stats, so it's always worth checking. Body armor. Ooh. Yeah, we'll go for the +4 defense, thank you. The boots. You can even end up with magic boots. These ones will do. Amulet we're not going to have. Rings we're not going to have. You've got 2 first aid kits. No, I'm okay with you only having 2 there. That's perfectly fine. Right, you go ahead and continue doing your things. Now, oh, bloody tree spirit is messing up my units. Something terrible. I don't approve. Not one tiny little bit. And it sounds like one of the neighbor's dogs is going balmy. Right. Let's get an eyeball about there, I think. Oh, we've got an ogre. That's good news. We want plenty of sight around this area. I do apologize for the little yippy dog out there yipping away. It does seem that the dog's having fun, though, so that's kind of nice. Right, let's have a look. We're already up to 24. We've got plenty of time yet, but this ogre is going to be very nice to have around. We've also got some spears. Oh no, they're arrows, okay. Keeper, can I have you equip arrows? Arrows, no? Oh, you haven't picked that up either. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to wait on that then. Right. Now... with the ogre here, the ogre could work in the workshop, or I could... well, we've got 2 ogres. Wow. Okay, we're getting a lot more actual orcs. Eventually, this is just going to fill up. At that time, we're going to need another area. But... ooh, wow. We've got a werewolf? Really? Already? You've got a very high defense. And a cave bear! Oh, this is going well. It's going very well. I can't order you to do anything, which is a shame. Can I order you to do anything? You are a yes, you can. Good. You're a humanoid, so I can give you orders. I approve of this. Now, we do need more stone, so let's get out there and harvest all of the stone from this area. That's a nice room to light and get everything else set up in, so I'm pretty happy with that one. We'll get a new door about there and a new torch around... well, we'll start digging the path up so that when I put the torch, it'll automatically hook onto this wall. And there we go. Alright then, okay. We've got a decent amount of resources around the place. We've got lots of gear being produced, which is always pretty good. We have got very low mana, though, due to the fact that I had so many imps made, which is not really that grand, but there's not much I can do about it now. It was an accident. Right, Goblin produces more leather boots. Now, I'm fairly certain that producing the magic ones may actually require that I have the other workshops unlocked. Is that tree spirit still being a pest? I think it is. My ravens are being stupid, which is even more of a pest. Well, I'm just going to allow a bunch of my units to just continue to train for now. However, perhaps we should go for a prison at some point. Somewhere to store my, anyone who decides to surrender rather than fight me. I'm okay with that. Yeah. In fact, let's expand this room. We'll have this be the prison, and then this area be... I'm not sure if there's anything particular that requires prisoners. It requires a certain size of prison. But I'm just going to set it up like that. Then we want plenty of torches. So one there, two there, then one on each side. That should give me all the light I need. Again, I think it's important that the prisoners see the torture room and see what happened to uncooperative prisoners. It is incredibly important, in my opinion. Now, did our cave bear get killed? Because I'd be very unhappy if that were the case. I think it is. Damn it. Okay, well, we need to deal with that tree spirit then. First, let's have a look at your stuff. You got a heavy club. That's good. No, that's owned by everyone else. Helmet, owned by everyone else. Gloves. Looks like everything is used. That is a shame. Okay, what about... Right, we're going to set up a little group here. So a new team. We want both of these ogres and our werewolf. There we go. These are going to be our very heavy hitters. They've got very high attack, very high defense. And I want to command it. I want to get rid of that tree spirit. It has killed its last raven / cave bear / everything else. So let's head out. I'm not sure if my werewolf will be okay with this. Oh, we got a new werewolf. That's fine. Okay, where are you, tree spirit? You have been a royal pest. Stop killing my ravens. There we go. And it's down. Fantastic. Right, you can be released. I would like my imps to fetch this, though. So, fetch. Both of those. Bring those corpses in, so that I can have vampires and zombies and all other sorts of good things spawning as a result. And a huge pack of wolves just showed up. Wonderful. There we go. Now, hopefully, someone is about to collect that. No? Okay, fine. Collect that one then. I could collect these, I suppose. I may as well. I'm not sure that they will spawn anything, though. I think it has to be a fresh corpse. Now, he might be going to go grab a health kit. No? Maybe not. Okay. How about you go grab a health kit, then? Those health kits, oh, they're used by other people. Drat! They've been claimed, but they haven't been picked up. Bit of a pain, that, but okay. And we'll grab this one. There we go. Alright, now, the way prison works is if an enemy is getting really close to death, then its courage will be tested. If it's got a particularly high courage, then it won't matter. It'll fight to the death. We've got a zombie. Fantastic. However, if it's got a low courage, it may surrender ahead of actually being killed. At that point, you get a prisoner. Now, from what I've seen, the prisoner is just a flat-out prisoner. It's the same model for them all. And as a result, I'm not sure if they carry across stats or abilities from the ooh, that's a lot of gold I needed. From the minion that spawned it, or the monster that spawned it. But I'm going to assume that it does. I may be incorrect. Let me make out a nice, well-spaced room. There we go. If it does, then that prisoner might actually be useful in combat, but probably my guess is that it doesn't. But you can have them do manual labor, so they'll go out and they'll work like your imps, so it can be a good alternative to spawning more imps, which costs you mana, or you can torture them, which I'm assuming makes one of your minions much happier to, you know, witness the slaughter of innocents. You can have them executed, in which case you get their head, and you can stick their head on a pike outside, which will encourage other people to attack you. So if you're in a pretty solid position, you've got a very strong fortress, you don't need to worry too much about that kind of thing, then that's always an option for you. Now we're going to want to draw this up, I think. Probably have something come out here. Start gathering these resources. We are definitely, at this point, going to want more gold. So let's get to work on that. Now, down here, I'm thinking we could have the next type of workshop, which I'll probably make a workshop to produce iron and that sort of thing. Actually, we won't gather that just yet. We will mark them to be gathered, but I'll hook them up when I'm ready to the corridors and then have someone go out there and do the work. Okay, we'll have a light down here as well. And a little light there. Little door. And some more torches around these areas. There we go. Right, now, the zombies, the vampires, all great things. The zombies are good because I'm fairly certain they can't be afraid. They don't have a brain. I'm actually fairly certain they flat out can't be made to fear. Vampires can, but the nice thing about vampires as well is they, first and foremost, they have sorcery, so they've got the basic level of sorcery, which I think includes heal. But also, they can study, which is fantastic. They can train, so they can get more powerful, but they can study, which is really good. Ooh, oh, drat. A green dragon. Okay, we've got a large enough population that a green dragon wants to have a tangle with us. Okay, let's get all of our werewolves, all of our powerful units. I mean, zombies aren't particularly powerful, but we kind of want everyone in a big group here. So they all fight as one. All of our wolves joining the team as well. I'm not going to worry about the goblins. They're a little bit too weak. Okay. When this green dragon shows up, we'll take it on. I'm not sure where the green dragon's lair was, though. Okay, it's fairly far away, so it'll be here soon, I imagine. Okay, Raven was killed, so it's about there now. The moment it shows up, I'll get all of my... Right, okay. We want to take control of this team. Command. We need to get down there and ready to face this green dragon. Ideally not in the confines of this place, because... Ooh. And a Cyclops! Really? Actually, we kind of are going to have to fight it around here, because... You know what? Fine. Let's just get out there. Everyone try and attack this at the same time. The wolves are being wounded and leaving. Ooh, we've just lost the ogre. Okay. We don't particularly want to see the message history. The next person in the team, which is a wolf. It's probably not going to go well for me. Has he left? No. The dragon's just down there. Now, from what I understand, the dragons typically want to kill a certain amount of things, and once they've done that, they'll leave. The bandits want to steal a certain amount of gold. Once they've done that, they'll leave. The Cyclops wants to kill a certain amount of people. Again, once they've done that, they'll leave. So, not great for us, but certainly not bad either. We've lost a couple of people. You know what? Let's disband this team and make a new team. We'll start it off with the ogre, then our vampire, then our werewolves, zombies. But yeah, I think perhaps we want a main area, excuse me, where we're going to be able to fight. Because right now, everyone's just piling out and getting picked off one by one, and that's just not working for us. Yeah, we'll leave them as the team. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my imps prepare this area for combat. So we'll have a nice larger area where we can fight in. Cyclops will be here very soon. The bodies there are causing miasma. Oh wow, the Cyclops and the dragon are fighting? Oh, that's fantastic. I wasn't expecting that. That's something really uncommon in a lot of, like, much more developed games, much further down the development cycle, where you don't have enemies in different factions. So an enemy will never fight another enemy. Even if it makes sense for them to, they just don't recognize each other as opponents. Actually, we'll have one torch there, one torch here. That should cover this entire room. Right, he's given up on that. Okay. That's a shame, because they were actually really close to death. Right. Okay. Team. I need you to get down there. I need you to get down there right now. Because that ogre is going to be killing my imps. Please destroy it. No? Okay. That didn't go so well. Command. We need to try and... Oh, okay. Pull him back up here if you can. No? Alright then. Fair enough. We'll wait for see our zombie fighting the Cyclops. Can the zombie actually take him on? I'd approve if he could. But unfortunately, we've been pulled out into a fight far further away than I'd intended. Maybe I'll actually turn this entire area into like a fighting area. Okay. Wow. You're up next. Just keep trying until we're dead. Right. There would be a good time now to pull him back, actually, if you can. No? No, I think he's killed enough. No, he's definitely still hungry. Ah, drat. Okay, let's get all of the vampires into this group. Got the one werewolf. Well, let's get the 2 orcs into this group as well and take control. We need to fight him somewhere where our number advantage can be brought to bear. Where is he? Has he left? Is he gone? Is that it? Ha-ha! Come back here, you. Ah, damn it. That was meant to be glorious, and it was not. It was actually rather terrible. Oh, he's gone. Oh. If that had happened at night, it would have been better for me, because my vampires would have been able to engage. Because as you can imagine, vampire night, they don't get on too well. Let's remove this construction. Move that one. And this one. We'll leave that one. We're going to place a new door here. And we are going to turn this entire area into one large arena. I think that's the best thing I'm going to be able to do for this area. There we go. Right, hopefully my imps will just move all of the miasma into the graveyard in there. Now, on the other side, if you could actually make it so that enemies had to go through your graveyard, it would potentially be terrible for them. But, well, there's not a lot we can do there. We've lost a lot of units to that. But on the plus side, that's pulled down the amount of money we're going to have to spend on payday. So there are bright sides to this. Now, we've got almost enough to unlock a new type of manufactory, which I'm pretty excited about. We've also got this area up here, which we can set up. 2 usable rooms down there. We've got plenty of resources. Now this originally was going to be a storage area, but I'm actually happier having this be a storage area. There we go. And we'll have the way in there. How are we doing for wood? We actually got more wood than we even know what to do with. There's one there. Something over there. A door there. Really? We're under attack by another bloody Cyclops! Scallywags! Scoundrels, the lot! On the plus side, we will be getting more and more vampires. If we had some more torches outside, we'd know where things were, but... Okay, let's have a quick look. We've got a group here. Let's add some more units to it. All of the orcs, please. Now, it's nice that the orcs can work in the workshop, which is actually pretty cool. No, you continue to study. I don't want you involved in this. Yes, and hopefully my keeper can just leave. Oh, Elven Archer killed by a wolf. I approve. Sincerely, I do. Okay, more stuff is being moved around. Wolf being killed by Elven Archers, though. Okay, so the Cyclops is back. Right, command. We need to get down to the fighting room very quickly. Oh, dear. That's not so great. Let's draw him out if we can. No. Okay, that was a vampire who just got pulled in. Come on. Oh, drat. We just don't seem to be able to lure him into an area where we can actually fight him. And we're under attack by the lizardmen as well. On the plus side, again, the ogre and the lizardmen will all fight together. That poor shaman there just got the really rough end of the stick, but now the ogre's just going to have at it with the lizardmen, so that works out well for us. Command. I really wish I was commanding one of the vampires, honestly. Alright, get down there, kill the lizardmen. The ogre is scarpered. Where is that ogre? He's around here somewhere. We're not going to let him just keep coming down here and killing off our minions. I'm paying for them while they're here. We're not going to tangle with the dragon, though. That would be stupid. Alright, is this your cave? Is this where you live? No? No. Okay. Where do you live, then? You're going to... Oh, I actually don't know. Is it up here? Oh, dear. I ran straight into a bunch of elves. I reckon you should scarp her. No? Oh, my lord. How many arrows do you shoot? Cheat hacks. Ye gads. Well, on the plus side, we shouldn't actually have enough of a population for them to want to attack us, but I'm not sure if it just keeps up. Once they've been triggered, they'll just regularly attack over and over and over and over and over again. I wish they wouldn't, but I suspect they might. Okay, well, we want another area over here. This time for equipment, I would say. So let's get that going. Also, let's get a storage for resources up and running over there. This is what happens when I'm unable to channel Dark Havoc. Things go very badly for me very quickly. Alright then. We've got loads of equipment, but what I would really like is to get some better equipment. So let's go ahead and start on ironworking, I think. We could even go all the way to two-handed weapons. Produces hammers and battle axes for our larger opponents. The traps? Yes. Time for traps, I think. Now then, we are going to want a new room, and it is going to be a forge. The forge can be up here, in this room. That should be good enough for me. We'll get plenty of torches going. There we are. And additionally, I wouldn't mind having another... Actually, that's in a terrible spot. Let's move this up by 2. And get rid of that. There we go. We'll have an equipment locker up here. In fact, you know what? Considering how much equipment we're making, I may as well go ahead and expand it out. Yeah, that'll do well. Alright, so many corpses. Feeding the vampires and the zombies at the very least, but not so great. Got loads of stone now though, so we should realistically be able to build more or less anything we want. And we've got some ogres coming along. Very nice, very efficient forge area. That is good times. So we will start now getting some iron weapons. Now, I'm not actually sure if it takes iron out of your stockpile. That is, if you don't have any, you're not going to make any iron items. I've really not paid attention. Now, on one hand, I suspect it should. On the other hand, though, I'm really not sure if this game will go to the effort of tracking that. You might find that it will. But there we are. Let's get some torches in there as well. Glorious. Payout 80 gold. That's not actually too bad. 7 wolves join our forces. It's always good to have the wolves because they don't require payment. And let's start harvesting the gold up there. Carting it all the way down there. Now, as for traps. Now, a surprise trap will teleport a nearby minion to deal with the trespasser. We've got lizard men. Let's get a gas trap in there, though. In fact, let's get gas traps all along here so that if something does actually break its way in, it's going to have to go through an awful lot of gas traps to get to my main force. We'll add some torches in, just so that we can see what's going on. Also, it wouldn't be bad to have a terror trap or 2. Perhaps a terror trap here. If it gets that close, then it needs to be gotten rid of. Actually, no, we'll have an alarm trap there and a terror trap, perhaps, on either side here to try. I'm not sure if they have to move over the tile, though, and if they don't, if they just need to move near it, then they could easily bypass it by going that way. I don't know. But our wolves should easily destroy this lizard man attack wave. Now, we will be picking up gear from these guys as well, which is one of the reasons why it's worth actually keeping them. Now, let's get our imps out there to collect all of these corpses, please. I would certainly appreciate it. And also, well, more to the point, really, I should say, I would very much like the gear that they have, because they do have gold on them. And right now, that's going to be a nice source of bolstering our costs for all of our minions. We haven't had any prisoners yet. They've also got some armor as well, which is quite nice. There we go. We're actually starting to see some proper iron weapons. We're under attack by the humans. Ooh, okay. Go away, vultures, please. My lord. You know what? That alarm trap, we should actually have it a little bit further down. Can we put one outside? No, we can't. Dread. What we can do is put that there. I can play. Aha! I can place barricades to force them to move along this point. There we go. That'll do. Can we... Actually, can I remove this first? There we go. I would rather the torch not be there, just because it looks weird. We'll place barricades so that it'll force them down this tile. There. We'll also have another trap. We'll have some web traps all around these tiles. Just to try and prevent the heroes from getting too far into our dungeon before our forces have rallied. Because once they trigger that alarm trap, every able-bodied monster in our dungeon will march down there. Ooh, this is going to be nasty. They've got very, very high defense. Really don't like that. They're just going to work their way through all of my imps, aren't they? Yep, every single one. Right. When is the alarm trap going to kick off? There we go. The alarm trap has been triggered, so all my minions are trying to get down there, but they're all going to die one at a time. We really needed that alarm trap, honestly. There are some that are being split off from the main group. Where is my keeper? Is my keeper safe? Yes, my keeper's making his way out. Okay, they've triggered one of the gas traps. Hopefully that's going to start... Oh, they've got triggered 2 of them. And they're stuck on a door. So this is just filling this area with gas. And they are starting to die because they can't get out past each other. Oh, that's glorious. That worked perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And now they're seriously hurt. Oh, that was glorious. That worked really, really well. What we want is for that last one to be killed, though. Hey, he's still trying to get through there. Wow. Brave, but stupid. Okay, well, that worked better. Ooh, yes, I do. Hello. A spell. Do I have escape? No, I don't. Magic shield. Okay, you feel protected. Night swings his sword. The magic shield absorbs the attack. Okay, next we want cast spell. Haste self. Cast spell. Stun ray. The knight is stunned. Cast spell. Summon insects. Now get out of the way. Let the insects finish him off. No? Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm just going to have my keeper lag it. I don't want to play with him. I want to be down here, doing keepery stuff that doesn't involve me dying. Keeper, please just study. We've got a harpy in here. Hopefully, whatever it was, it's now dead. But unfortunately, this has made this area a death trap to many of my minions, which, you know, is none too great. On the plus side, my imps are immune to the stuff, so, you know, they're fine for now. An orc is killed. Where? Oh, yeah. Killed by my own traps. This is the problem. This probably... Oh, really? Keeper, why do you do this to yourself? You are a menace, Keeper. Let's just wait for all of that gas to dissipate if we can. It's getting less and less powerful. There we go. Okay, you're free to do your own thing now, you stupid Keeper. Okay, right, well... I think what we're going to need to do then is probably have gas traps along here and use barricades instead to fill out these areas. So let's remove construction there. And there, we're going to have... Actually, no, we can't have it there because there's a door there. We'll have... Well, really not sure. Let's just fill this area out. We'll have a boulder trap here. So boulder trap will just roll down there and hopefully kill a whole bunch of people as they're walking through. I do want the gas traps there, though. They're just too good. I can't afford not to have them, really. But we'll also have a boulder trap just here, so as they move in, they're going to be instantly attacked by the boulders. And we'll build up the barricades along here as well. Okay. This seems like it could help. Boulder traps generally will really mess things up. They'll pretty much just kill anything they hit. Oh, look at all the bones in our graveyard. So much death. But on that note, we have survived quite a few hefty attacks, actually. We've got crazy amounts of gold right now as well. That's probably going to be causing us some problems. But we should be able to move forward a little bit without too much threat. I mean, things were getting a little bit hairy there for the last little bit. In fact, on that note, invisibility, force bolt, word of power, portal, and meteor shower. I think so. I think we're going to go for those. Meteor Shower, especially Master Sorcery. That cost us an awful lot of mana to get. But now our Keeper is actually going to be fairly strong. And we're under attack by the... is that the lizard men again? Oh, those silly lizard men. But we're going to have to find out how that fight goes in the next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this one and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.